just feeling a bit hard done by with my 7 almonds.
I'm really hungry though, like really hungry. Good morning guys. I've got a bit of a different video today. I've never done anything like this before, so I'm a bit nervous, I can't lie. I'm gonna be eating how ChatGPT says a ballerina should eat. I'm a bit apprehensive, just putting that out there straight away, because although AI is meant to like combine all the knowledge of humankind, I think that your diet is such a you-specific thing. I guess my immediate thought is, how the hell do you know what I need to eat? I also think that there's like a lot of stereotypes around ballet dancers and how little they eat, so I'm going to be interested to see whether or not that has actually translated into what AI deems to be fact. Yeah, it will also be cool to see how different I eat compared to how I'm like supposed to eat. Lots of thoughts, and I'm sure you guys will have lots of thoughts and lots of opinions on this too, so don't be afraid to share. If you think even just the fact that I'm doing this is wrong, that's fine. Feel free to share that opinion with me. I'm not going to be offended. So for breakfast, they kindly gave me 2 options. Either oatmeal with berries and a sprinkle of nuts, or Greek yogurt with honey and granola. To be honest, I'm going to go downstairs and see what's in the fridge and then make my decision. Oh, and then it says a glass of water or a herbal tea. Surely I can have water and a herbal tea. This is breakfast. It's literally just Greek yogurt, granola and some honey. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's not what I would personally have, I think. Probably mix like some protein powder in with the yogurt and add some fruit, maybe some peanut butter, maybe add some cinnamon. It's a bit more boring than what I'd usually have, but maybe that's just me being extravagant. And like, this is obviously telling me what I should eat, you know, maybe AI just doesn't appreciate the need for added extras. It's okay, it just tastes like Greek yogurt. I have green tea with jasmine, very bougie I know, because apparently my normal cup of tea doesn't cut it. I've got a feeling this isn't going to be a very filling breakfast. I'm pretty sure though, AI has told me I'm allowed a snack. Mid-morning snack is factored in, so I think that this is actually fine, because this would carry me through till mid-morning, when I guess like when I eat myself I don't factor in like a breakfast and mid-morning snack. I sort of like do one or the other. Like I'll either sort of eat my first like meal at mid-morning snack time, or I'll eat a big breakfast that will like take me through to lunch. Greek yogurt is so thick. So as you guys know, I am a big believer in the importance of therapy, which is why I am so grateful to continue a paid partnership with BetterHelp. If you've watched my videos before, you may already know this, but BetterHelp is an online therapy platform which basically makes getting help more accessible and easier than ever. It's a super simple way of accessing help, and it doesn't require any big commitments. BetterHelp will match you with a therapist, and if for whatever reason you don't click, that's fine. They'll find you a new one at no extra cost. Also, in most cases, they're able to find you a therapist in under 48 hours, which I still can't get over. Like, it's so insanely impressive. They have very kindly given me a code so you can get 10% off your first month of therapy. Go to betterhelp.com/therealrapunzel. Thank you again, BetterHelp, for being today's paid partner. Mid-morning snack, and I have an apple and a handful of almonds. I had to look up how big a handful was because I'm kind of vague. Like, I reckon I could get a lot of almonds in my hand. Yeah, came to about 10. It's a really depressing number. I don't even really like almonds, to be honest. Like, out of all the nuts, they're probably the worst one, and these are literally just plain almonds, like not even roasted or salted. Not complaining about the apple though. I love an apple. I'd have that for a mid-morning snack anyway. Just feeling a bit hard done by with my 7 almonds. Also, no drink was included. Don't know if ChatGPT is just like forgetting, but they have included drinks at other times, you know. I was allowed my herbal tea at breakfast, so I'm just sticking to the water, but that's also making me feel quite sad because I love my coffee. I'd be 2 coffees deep by this time normally. So I'm feeling slightly under-caffeinated and just like a bit lost. I don't really know what to do with myself. Makes me realise my day's sort of structured around like what I'm drinking. You know, like I'll drink tea until 11 and then I move on to coffee and I'll drink that until like lunchtime, and that is when I hit the squash. But I've got a feeling squash isn't going to be included. I'm not really sure if I've interpreted it right. I mean, lunch was tofu, mixed vegetables and quinoa and a vinaigrette. But, so like vinaigrette suggests salad. But for my mixed green vegetables I've gone cook, just like all in the pan with the tofu. Who knows? Okay, this is the finished product. I mean, it looks pretty good. Again, like, it's not something I'd make for myself. Like, I feel like it's lacking some sort of like sauce or something, you know. I put the vinaigrette on it, but I still feel like it's just like, it's not much of a dressing, is it? But then I've been starting to think, like, maybe I overcomplicate my food. Because as I was like going through the fridge, I was like, oh my gosh, I can add this, I can add this, I can do this. And then I was like, no, that's not the recipe. But like when I'm making my own food, I will literally, like, I'll just go through the fridge and just like add in random things. Okay, this is surprisingly alright. Also, I'm still on the water for lunch. The option was water or an electrolyte drink. And to me, like, I can't lie, the only time I've ever had electrolytes is when I've been ill, like if I've had sickness or diarrhea, because, you know, that's like when you need electrolytes, right? I know you're probably meant to have them after exercising, but to me I just associate them with that, so I don't know. Maybe I do need to get better at it. Yeah, if anyone has any electrolyte recommendations that aren't just like a marketing scam, then feel free to let me know, because I would be open to trying them. I just always think, like, how do you know what's actually benefiting you and what's just like making your piss more expensive? This is actually a really satisfying meal. I think maybe when I'm making food normally, I like bulk it out too much with like vegetables and stuff, so I'm not actually getting like the nutrients that my body really needs, and I'm more sort of like eating like what looks like a lot of food, but it's not like nutritionally dense like this is. Like, this is already feeling like it's satisfying me, which is surprising because I was so hungry before this. Like, the amount of food I ate this morning was not enough. Loki just forgot to film, but for my afternoon snack, it was like a berry smoothie with protein powder, which is quite nice. It's like a bit watery, you know. I'll probably add something to thicken it up, but it's fine. It doesn't really feel like a snack though because I'm drinking it, but still nice. And also the first interesting thing I've had to drink, so I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm just about to have dinner and it's like very similar to lunch. It's like, well, it's not super similar. It's more tofu, I guess, you know, I'm vegetarian, so ChatGPT obviously isn't very creative. And then it's like a variety of roasted vegetables and like some buttered beans and like a sauce, and then some halloumi as well. Pushing the boat out a bit, but again, for like, I guess my carbohydrate, it's quinoa again, which is fine. I love quinoa, but like, come on, a bit of creativity wouldn't hurt, would it? But it's almost done and it looks really good, so I'm not complaining too much. I'm really hungry though, like really hungry. So it's been a few days now since I followed this day of eating, and I thought I'd like take a minute to just like reflect on it. I've got mixed opinions on it because in some ways it was kind of nice following a meal plan, you know. I think for me, going into dancing full time has been really difficult, learning how to eat and how to fuel my body as an athlete, because when you're exercising so much, it does definitely like mess up your hunger signals. It can be really difficult to know what the best things to eat are to fuel your performance and like how much you need to eat. But at the same time, I do definitely think that something like this isn't accurate. So whilst I totally respect that people may find it beneficial to follow a meal plan, I do think that you need to be very careful what you're following and what information you are taking as correct. This is meant to be like super smart, super clever, but it doesn't know you, it doesn't know your body. And I know 100% that for me, what I ate on this day wasn't right for me. It didn't fuel my body in a way that felt good, and I know that if I was trying to eat like this over a sustained period of time, it wouldn't benefit my dancing. If you are struggling with food and not sure where to start, I would be very careful about using the internet and using things like AI to tell you what you should or shouldn't be eating. Your body isn't a machine, and there isn't like one right or wrong way to fuel it. It will be so specific to you. So just because this didn't work for me, it doesn't mean that it might not work for someone else. It can take a long time to figure out what works for your body, and you know, I'm not going to pretend that I know 100%. I'm still trying to figure out what works best for me, but that's okay. You don't need to get it right straight away, and it's so much better to try different things out and get it wrong than stick to a plan like this that clearly isn't right. I also think that there is this stereotype that ballet dancers specifically don't eat very much, or that they need to watch what they eat, and I think that it couldn't be more wrong. You know, if you're doing a sport or you dance or you do anything active, you have to think of yourself as an athlete, and you have to think of food as being fuel for your performance. Try and think of food more as fuel rather than looking at it as like the impact that it may or may not have on your body. Your body is your instrument, it's your home, it's basically what allows you to do all these incredible things. How it looks is so not the most important thing. So please think of food as, how is this going to make me feel, rather than how is this going to make me look. I feel like I want to do like a what I eat in a day, just to show you guys how I would personally eat, which is kind of different to this, so you can get more of an idea of like how different it can be and maybe give you some sort of inspiration. Let me know what you thought about this video. I will always respond to every comment, make it my mission. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.